the time. Extra lit, extra lit, extra lit. Big Cali world all the time. Extra lit, extra lit, extra lit. Big Cali world all the time. Extra lit, extra lit, extra lit. Big Cali world all the time. Extra lit, extra lit, extra lit.
I'm gonna have to sell that version of the show on the Patreon.
That's not actually bad.
Yeah, we got to go.
OnlyFans, Big Cali World.
The OnlyFans page for Big Cali World. Oh man, it's the man with the plan. I ain't Clark Kent, but some of the ladies do call me Superman. It's your boy Big Cali, and we here once again, feeling good, feeling great as usual. Element Recording Studios for another episode of Big Cali World, man. Cast one on the ones and twos, playing all them hits.
What up, Big C?
Man, feeling good, feeling great. Hey, the whole place looks different. Every time I came in here, it's always a new swag. I love it. The feng shui is beautiful in here, as usual. And definitely shout out Productive Culture. Got it sounding great. Shout out Imran behind the camera. I see you. And yeah, man, we got another couple great guests here. I'm going to do a little different intro. See, because the reason is these guests really came so organically. I didn't plan this. I wasn't like, yeah, this has to happen. No, it's literally, we had the 90-10 conference. And if anyone knows, we throw this event, we'll go into the idea of the event, what it was, and I want their perspectives on that also. But throughout this whole event, these two particular guests that came to the event, their stories were so unique. I'm not even gonna say crazy. I'm gonna say unique, because crazy gives it a negative connotation. Because that's what a lot of people were saying. And it was so shocking. Like, people were like, what? What are they talking about? And you guys are just saying it so comfortably and just talking about your truth.
I don't even know what's shocking. Like, what?
This is Becky right here. Shout out, Becky. Welcome to the show. And then we got my boy, MJ.
Oh, man.
Himself.
Man, you know MJ himself, a.k.a. Champagne Wave, a.k.a. Winter Wave, a.k.a. Poseidon is the wave. Just understand that, you did.
Talk to me.
Wow.
Man, welcome to the show, player.
Hey, man, you already know.
Hey, man, welcome to the show also, man. This is definitely something I've been excited about, because if you watch it, the 90-10 conference was basically a men and women panel discussion where they debated a lot of topics about love, relationships, sex, all kind of stuff. That's why when we came in the episode, we already were talking crazy, because we already been into this already. But literally, we discussed these things, and these particular people who had their topics were so beautiful. I'm just gonna let them go into it. So one of the questions was, well, you could go into why were you picked for the panel, you believe, when you were saying with Sarah, like, what was your background with love, relationships, and all that stuff, just to give it a little background?
So I don't think it's that crazy, but I have 2 kids with a man I was married to for like 8 years.
That's beautiful.
And we're best friends. And we still have sex. But we're still friends, and he lets me date whoever I want.
And you guys are married still?
No, we're no longer married.
But he's still hitting.
That's beautiful.
And
she can do whatever she wants.
I can do whatever I want. It's
and
amazing.
He can do whatever he wants.
Sometimes.
See?
Yeah.
See, yeah,
yeah.
See,
there we go.
See,
we already right there.
Ding! You didn't tell me that part. You didn't tell me that part.
And Becky was a part of the panel. And MJ literally came in as a guest, just on the show. Just came in, to support, show some love. But literally, I'm just going to say it. When you watch the 90-10 conference, which is available right now, you can look on it. When you watch it, he literally stole a lot of the show. He was there.
Yeah.
Most of it was MJ talking and speaking game, but people didn't know. So tell us your background and basically... I don't even know where to start it. It's just so...
Okay, so...
Let you go ahead.
So since the 90-10...
At the time.
Since then, okay. I did a few other shows.
Okay.
And they came out. So when I use my terminology and I go with how explaining this, just Just bear with me, because I have to be politically correct this time.
But be honest.
I will be honest, but
Yeah.
they asked me to be more politically
Don't
correct.
couch it.
Look, let me tell you something.
I think
You
it's
feel
a
me?
little disrespectful. Like I feel bad saying sometimes, because really of course he can always do what he wants, but
he
you know.
doesn't.
I know.
Because you feel me? I understand. You feel me? But basically, I'm just a guy that's enjoying life, and I'm just in a situation. I got a son on the way.
Congratulations.
You feel me? Young Sebastian. You feel me? Middle name
that's
hasn't.
cute.
You feel me? We own.
Cute.
You feel me? I try to get his.
I love how he's doing this. He's jumping around this. I can see
I
it.
tried. Look. I tried to get to name my son King Sebastian. I wanted to be.
That would've been
Oh,
swag
that's actually
out.
cool.
That's what I'm
King
trying to tell her, but
Sebastian?
she won't.
Tell her. Have her
Hopefully
listen to this.
Man, I'm really hoping that she just blows by this one. I know she's not, but she's gonna. You feel me?
Shout out. Yeah.
I love you, mother and child. I love you. I love you a
Mother and
lot.
child,
I
we
fuck
love
with
you.
You
Yes.
feel me?
Wait, hold up. Literally, my ex just bought me a car last week.
What's the name? I mean, you gotta understand. The situation is more like.
Yeah, shout out that whip.
Oh, yo,
Niggas is getting whips out here.
She's.
That's why I brought her on. That's why I brought her on here. She knows.
She's a pimp.
No,
She's
I'm not a pimp. I love
pimp.
everybody. I have love for all of them.
That's what they say.
I've heard that before, and I love it though.
Yeah.
So I want you to dive into that a little bit. So when you're saying, all right, can I get a little background to even your relationship with him? You guys were best friends before. Like, how did this even start? Where's the foundation of this relationship?
So he's like a really easygoing person. Like he's so chill. He's open to anything. He's got like a super open mind. So like he was always so relaxed. And I'm like, 8 years in, like, dude, like, wake up. Let's go do something. Let's go light the world on fire. He's like, yeah, I'm chilling. I'm good. Like, I couldn't really light his fire too well. So that's the only reason I left him. It wasn't because I hated him or like we cheated on each other or anything. So we left like on really good terms. I still cared for him. Mm-hmm. And then things changed a little bit when I started dating after. But after like I started talking to him and just being super honest, like, hey, I still love you. Like I still have so much love for you, but it's just like, it's not enough.
I can't be with you.
Yeah, it's not completely fulfilling. And like, he's like, I can respect that. And I'm like, go find your happiness too. Like, go do your thing,
That's
and
fair.
It sounds so perfect in Disney and like it should just be perfect. That doesn't happen in real life all the time. And I believe that's why it was a shocking thing.
Why not though? It's because we all have insecurities and we can't let people like be who they need to be.
That's easier said than done.
100%. I don't know how I got so lucky.
Okay, yeah, no problem. I'm still gonna love you. I'm still gonna be with you. In fact, I'm still gonna support you. But you could be with anyone you want, do what you do. I just want you to be happy.
That's tough.
Are you cool with that?
Oh no, my.
All right, could you do that for a woman?
No.
Why not?
Cause I'm not no. I mean, okay, I'm not that. I can't do it. I'm not built like that.
I feel you.
Okay, so to be fair, I just was like dealing with like, okay, so I'm in this one that's never ended. Then this other one, I was like, no, like I want all of this, and I was like, I don't want you to ever sleep with anybody else. And he's like, no, you can't control me.
Wait a minute.
And I was like, wait, I can't control you. I've controlled all these other guys, like, why can't I control you? And he's like, you just can't. And then I was like, wait, if I have to have you in my life, I have to do exactly what I'm doing with my ex, which is I have to accept that and be okay with it to still love you and still have your friendship,
But can you?
Yeah, that's what I'm working on. These people are too fucking important to me. You go share all your intimate moments with somebody, and then you're like, oh, you're sleeping with somebody else? I don't want to talk to you anymore.
That's I mean, that's how it really goes. You feel me?
But that's insecurity. We shouldn't be
no.
insecure.
So do you believe more? Do you believe more like? So are you calling these people your boyfriends? Like, is there titles, or are you just having just intimate, great relationships with all these people and
Yeah.
just keep moving on?
They just get nicknames.
No. They're just, I guess, my friends. Like.
And have you always had this way of living?
No.
This is new.
Oh my God. I'm going to tell you something, and I feel, Colin, you forgive me for everything, so I'm so sorry. I'm going to tell them this.
Talk.
When we were married, he literally didn't have internet access. I was like, you can't do anything. Like, you
Wait, he didn't
cannot.
have internet access.
For like, this was a long ass time ago, right? But I was like, nope, you're gonna watch porn. I don't want you to watch porn. Like, I was so insecure.
Wait, so you didn't allow your husband to watch porn?
Mm-hmm. And I'm so sorry, Colin,
No,
if you
that's
ever
true.
listen to
That's
this.
not
deep.
That's a real
Why do you feel
insecurity
that-
for women.
Yeah.
Has that ever happened with you? Or heard of that happening
No,
around
bro,
you?
it happens all the time, and it happened. And
Has never happened with me before.
I'm a real nigga. I'll say I don't want to have sex with you. I'm
Now-
finna get right to
Now I'm
sleep.
like, go to the strip club, go do whatever you want. I'm almost at the point, go fuck whoever you want. I know I'm better.
So what brought this
She's a winner.
renaissance of
She's
new
a winner.
thinking and this new horizon of thoughts like that are
If that was my
Definitely
question.
great.
I was going to ask you that question.
Because I can't let go of these people. I love the shit out of each of them. Why would I let go of somebody I loved?
so you
You know what I mean?
But they can't go get married. They can't go.
They can do whatever they want.
but you just want to always
The second one of the ones that I have the biggest problem with, he gets girlfriends, and the girlfriends do not like allow him to talk to me or deal with me or anything. And I'm like, damn, like I miss you. You know, come back. Come back.
this is funny.
And then I could be like, dude, she sucks. Like, come back. And then he's like, okay, I broke up with her. And I'm like, yeah, be happy. What the fuck? You
I love
know?
it. I respect it.
Yeah. So
Now, I have a question. How long was it after you, I guess, divorced that you started living this new way? Were you I know you weren't living this before
So I've been-
marriage. So like after when you divorced, how long was it before?
So I was separated for like 2 years.
Okay.
And then we got divorced a year later. And right when I was like dating this first new guy was when like it all started happening.
What?
Yeah. Like, and
wow.
I think one of the main reasons is because I met this guy at school, like our kids' school, right? And so we'd see each other every day.
I knew that'd be happening.
Yeah.
See, I don't have any kids. I don't have any kids yet.
Yeah.
What?
But I knew that'd be happening.
I can't wait for school to start.
I know. Yeah, there's some hot ass parents. I'm like, damn.
So that really be going down? It'd be like the school, like
Yeah.
it'd be like a club?
Yeah, it's
oh,
fun.
man, I'm about to be somebody's step.
But then some people, like, it's so boring too. Like, some people are just like, ugh. They only, like, their life is their children. And, like, that's cool. Like, good for you. That's your life. But kids are, like, so awesome, but you don't need to make them your whole life. You know, you got your own life to live.
So crazy, man. So then, like, once you started, you were separated for those 2 years, and then
Yeah,
you
yeah.
started talking to people at school. And
No,
that's where
yeah,
it was.
and
That's
then-
where it started.
We started going to coffee together all the time. And then,
Coffee dates.
Right after the kids get you want
yeah, you want to go grab? Yeah.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
And got swooped. Then one day it just you want to come to the house after coffee?
Yeah.
And then
I love her smile.
drop down and get your
I
knee
love
up,
that.
girl.
Hey,
bust it down.
swag.
Oh, I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. If you go, I mean, I'm all for women doing that.
And you know what? The organic connection is so great versus like dating, like online dating apps and stuff.
Yeah.
That's the kind of stuff like connect with people, you know? Like,
You know what's funny?
People can't get.
On one of the podcasts, on my other podcast, I have Artgoon Radio. We were talking about online dating and like
Mhm.
Tinder, and I was talking about it with Sarah actually,
Yeah.
who put on the 9010 conference. And when I was talking about it with her, she was basically getting on my head because I got on her head for even initially ever using Tinder. I was like, why the fuck are you using Tinder? Like,
yeah.
because I look at her differently. Then I'm like, why would you need to go on Tinder? Like, no, because I'm like,
Because she's
it's-
so
to get your rocks
beautiful.
off.
that's
bro.
no, but it's
Those
not even
sites are just to get your rocks off.
That's
I would
what
just
I'm
keep
thinking
it a
about.
bean. That's all it
But
is.
it's
Get
like
your
I
rocks off.
I was just going, but is that what it's about?
That's bro. Yeah, bro. The women.
That's
on
what
there,
I want when I go on there.
It's just link up. Let's do this. Bam.
Have you
Let's get
used
to it.
online dating or
Oh, it
Tinder
doesn't
and all
work for
that
me.
stuff?
It doesn't work for me.
Why?
It just doesn't work for me. I'm not that type of nigga on the low. Women come to me. I don't
Yes,
go to women.
okay,
So
okay.
it's different.
Women come to you.
It's different. Like
I love it.
I've chased maybe 2 women my whole life, and one of those was my baby mom. The other one lives in Texas.
You just attract women
That's what happens.
naturally.
Yeah, I mean,
But like decent women that you so this is the problem with women is we attract men all the time, but it's not really anybody we're interested in, you know?
It's if you put it out there, it
comes back.
You feel me? You dig me? Like it does. It comes back. So I mean, I get what you're saying though.
It's like, but
I
I
love the
think that's
chase
why-
though, and with me, I'm gonna be real. I'm a bigger dude. So most of my life, it was never off of initially a girl seeing me and being attracted to me. It was never off that first initial. At least, maybe ever recently, because I've been losing a lot of weight, doing my thing, and just, being Big C. But I'm saying before that, it wasn't necessarily that.
Personality is everything.
But personality, if I talk to her for any longer period,
it's over.
It doesn't matter. I could be in flip-flops, a tank top, and some, swim trunks. Wet, fresh out the pool, sweating with a beer, and I would talk to the baddest female there, and then it would just be not even about that.
Yeah.
It's just a vibe, you feel me?
Well, that's the case with anything, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's like well, I don't know, men, though, definitely more physical attraction gets them versus women, it is personality.
No, stop it.
Because I think what you're saying, women come to me, so you just take them all.
I don't take them all.
Didn't say that.
I didn't say that.
That's what happened at the 90-10 conference.
This is the thing.
Go ahead.
This is the thing. If I walk into a room and I see a lady that I want to fancy, and you gotta understand, there's maybe
I love you said fancy.
There's like 20 women in the room, and I pick one. That's the first one I pick is really the one I want.
So you are going to women, though. You just said women pursue you,
but
look, the initial
I walk into the
outset
room,
is you.
I'm looking to the room and I look at you in the eye. That's all I did. Did I tell you to come here? No, I just looked at you and smiled.
And then they come over to you. You don't say anything.
No, I don't say anything.
You're
they
Prince.
walk over to me and no, I'm not Princess. Stop it. Yeah.
If niggas ain't seen Purple Rain, my nigga, that's if you look at the scene where he see Apollonia in the club, he didn't say one word. He just went like this.
And then she came over. That's what MJ's saying happened.
And
I don't believe it.
No, it
I believe it.
No, it happens.
You know what? I'm gonna be real. That's why I love talking when the 90-10 conference was talking about it. It's that initial attraction, definitely.
But
I don't have to say nothing to you, and I could look at you from over there, and if I want to convey a message to you without saying words, that's how above my communication
No, that's what you
is.
guys all think, but then you actually have to come talk to us, and we have to be like, pass or fail. Like,
oh yeah, well, have
you know,
initial
like
talking.
That's what makes
But then
it
that's
beautiful.
when you'll come over to initiate that talk. Is
At
what
that-
he's saying.
at
well,
that
of
moment.
course, and sometimes it's
And
like
you
we're
said,
both,
well, of course.
we're both walking the same distance to that talk.
No,
Don't
I'm
try
not.
to put it all on the woman. Like,
I'm
oh, she wants it.
No,
She
no,
wants
hold on,
it. She
hold on,
looked
hold
at
on.
me in the eyes
Hold
and
on,
she
look,
wanted
look,
it.
look.
That's not how it works
Look,
for
back
women.
in high school, back in high school, I used to think that. Back in high school, I used to think
It sounds
that.
like you still
But
do.
No, now when I do that and I walk into a room, all disclosure, people watching. When
We
I
have
walk
to do a
into
lot of
room,
apologies
A
today.
lot of apologies throughout the show.
Well,
Just right now.
hey, look, baby. Ask permission, then ask forgiveness. You feel me?
Talk to me.
So I might as well just go ahead. So when I walk into a room and I look at women now, women look at me and they smile and I smile back and then I'll keep walking. If I look back and you looking at me, I'll nod over. You come. You don't come. I keep walking.
Yeah, well, that's how we are. Like,
No.
why would we be any different?
No, it's because I'm not coming. I'm done doing that. I stopped doing that when I was like 22, 23.
I would never walk up to a dude.
So like,
Whoa.
hold on.
And you were just talking about insecurities.
Actually, I did.
I was gonna say that. Wow, thank you. Hey,
What am
MJ,
I gonna-
that's exactly
I'm
what
not trying
I
to
was gonna
find
say. Like,
somebody who's not attracted to me.
What do you mean?
How would you not know?
You
I
better
just
come
looked
at me
you.
first.
I just looked at you and smiled and gave you the initiating to come talk
And
to
then
me.
you're not brave enough to come over?
Whoever's about why? How would you not know yourself? You're not brave enough to approach it. Isn't
Exactly.
it
Oh,
equal?
so we're equality of the sexes. It should all be the same.
No, it
I
should
believe
not
it
be.
should.
You know what? You as a woman should know that your man thinks you're fucking hot and he wants to be. He's like, I gotta talk to that bitch. I'm sorry.
So you only
If
react
they
the
don't
man
have that
approaches you.
initial, if you don't have that initial
Uh-huh.
like spark of attraction and you're like, damn, he just walked right up to me and was like, yeah, let's, like, unless you're friends first.
Yeah.
Let's put that. But if you want to just like get it in, that's how it works.
It takes that initial, but you
You
won't
gotta
do
feel
nothing.
hot. Like you're the prize.
But I'm just not knocking shit right off the bat.
How about
I don't
this?
do that at all.
If you're approaching a girl just to like trying to talk to her to get with her, if that's your initial goal, like I'm about to crack her, like
That's
you're already-
it.
Like
I'm just here to play the game.
Like I get.
No, but you got
How long
the
are you
woman
doing
has
that
to
game
feel
for, though?
the
Like-
woman has to feel wanted by the man.
I'm not even. I like approach. I like talk. I like.
You know
hey,
what?
what's up?
Just
Who are you?
I have
Easier.
this problem and I argue things just for the sake of arguing, but whatever I was just arguing, I do not agree with. I love it when men are dicks to me and they don't pay attention to me.
We hear you.
Like, I don't even know why I was arguing that. Because, like, if you walked away from me after that, I'd be like, oh, okay. Like,
No, but
it
all
would
right,
totally,
I have a question though.
it would totally get my attention.
I have a question then.
But it's more about the personality.
Yeah. So, but I have a question. So, if you seen a guy in a bar, or not even bar, let's just say where were you talking? At school. Let's just say somewhere,
Yeah.
okay? You seen the person and he looked at you. Initially looked at you and you're like, oh, he looked at me. It's like an initial reaction attraction. And you literally have the option of just walking over and saying hello. That's all you have to do. And then from there, he will take it from there. He will start the conversation, be cool.
That's how I go.
I totally agree with that, actually.
But that's how it
But why
goes.
can't it goes both ways? I
Of
think.
course it can.
Yeah,
It only
Of
does
course
that
it
if
can.
I'm drunk. I don't want to be drunk all the damn time.
I think it can go both ways, but I think in a lot of times, a lot of women miss out on their blessings because they don't want to approach the man.
Man, let me tell you this.
And I've seen that a lot in the 90-10 conference, and even a lot of times I've interviewed a lot of different people. They'll be like, well, no, I'm not doing nothing if the dude doesn't necessarily come up and say something.
Because they're lazy and they're
No.
entitled.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's sick.
A little bit.
It's sick. You want to know
But-
why?
But you don't want to
A
be
lot
the...
of men lose out on their opportunities too, not approaching women. It goes both ways.
So I was in the gas station
How?
yesterday,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, this guy walks up, he's so jacked, and I'm like, nice body. And I was like, oh, I can say that to you, but like if you said that to a woman, she'd be
I
like,
might get me
how
too.
rude.
It'll be
You know?
over.
Oh no, I'm calling the cops on women that do that now. Oh yeah, I'm going to jail. You going to jail?
You're
Hey, yo,
stupid.
Oh,
You're
oh, you were
stupid.
sexy. Oh no, hey yo, hello. I'm serious. I'm just
Oh
kidding,
my
I'm just
God,
kidding.
nah. But wow, this is great. This has already been like in there right now because I didn't even get to go into.
Sorry,
deeper the
are we
meat.
getting derailed here?
Oh no.
Okay.
We're good. I have a question that I kind of want to know because I'm not really that familiar with relationships like that. I'm just gonna be real. Most of my life, I've never been the whole relationship,
Okay.
talking to person, get with them, we're boyfriend and girlfriend, holding
For
hands,
a long time.
taking pictures. You know, like how they used to do like an 04.
I really hate taking pictures.
Taking
I do
pictures and
too.
stuff. That was like the official thing. Is before social media, if you took pictures with your couple,
And they
y'all was
were
a
on
real
the
couple.
folder.
You were the
They
real
on
thing.
the
With the
folder.
bubble background, y'all was real. Matching jerseys.
Same white tees,
Same
airbrush.
white tees, same airbrush.
Bro.
So do you not
sick.
like relationships?
I have just recently got to the point where I like them. I understand them. I'm getting to understand them. I think it's because I'm getting older.
Okay.
And I know that they're becoming a part of life, but I don't have practice.
Fair
And
enough.
right now,
okay.
in this time of my life, it's if I practice, it's kind of like women in
Practice
my
for real.
circle. It's like, okay, well, if you're gonna practice, like, are you really like, what's up? Because I don't like. They're gonna be like, you better marry me or
Okay.
No,
me
because
or
that's
like-
something.
let me keep it a being with you because that's what it is. When you that's what a relationship is. That's why I don't really like to put the title on anything because
I think
if
that
Go
you
ahead.
guys might be wrong
Talk to me.
because like
And I'm gonna let you
like
finish
why
your
do you
sentence.
have to give somebody everything in your life in order for it to be real? Like women,
Elaborate on that a
they're
little bit.
demanding a lot out of you. Like you better give me everything you got, and that's your fidelity. That's your money. That's this. That's a ring. That's a promise that forever I'm gonna be the one you want to fuck. That's a lot to promise somebody. And
But isn't that
to
what
ex-
relationships are?
No. I
What
would
is it
argue
then?
that relationships are more like advanced friendships. Like super intimate friendships where you spend a lot of time together and possibly have sex together. You know?
That sounds very good. But you're the first person I think I've ever heard say something like that, honestly.
I
And
think-
that's why it was so unique, you know, because you were saying stuff like this at the conference.
Yeah.
And I was like, that makes sense. But
Like at this point, you cannot expect somebody to promise you that. It is like completely unrealistic. I love my husband or my ex-husband. Like I love him dearly, but I could not be married to him forever. And I couldn't, like, even though I promised him I'm never gonna sleep with someone ever again,
yeah.
I couldn't do it. You know, like I couldn't. So why you can't promise what you're gonna feel like in 10, 20, 30 years
Then why'd you initially make the promise?
because it's like cultural, you know? And it's like, what do we do next? Well, we get married. We promise each other this. We do this together. And we have kids. And that, I think, honestly, kids are, like, it's great to start that foundation on marriage if you need marriage. If it's, like, important to feel that tied to somebody. But the danger with that is then that ends and it's ruined, you know? And I think that's what I would shy anybody away from, like, really not thinking critically about what marriage means.
So it's really not that deep to you.
It's
not
deep as hell.
But it's not that deep as I'm probably putting it. Because in
So
my
you
head,
saying
it's
you
like,
never gonna get married again,
I would get married for financial reasons.
but not full reasons.
No, because that, like,
So when
literally,
you say financial reasons, what do you mean?
if it was financially beneficial for me to do so, I would get married again.
Okay.
If he
If
was
the
a
check was
millionaire,
right,
if he would have check
Makes
right,
sense. I like it though. That makes sense.
I feel it. If you got
I would for sure get married if the check was right.
Right?
But I've
There's
never been married, period. So I feel like I can.
There's no romance in marriage because
That's so crazy. Isn't that the whole like concept of marriage is the romance? And
romance is a business marriage is a business transaction.
Oh my gosh.
sanctioned by the government.
Yep.
That's so deep.
And I understand it.
That's so deep. I have to
understand
drink my tea right now on that one. I say, oh
I think
shit.
I think that you can get married without actually having to get married.
Yeah, I think so
That's
too.
where you should be at.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, if you find somebody like let's say hypothetically speaking, I walked into a room and I said, "Oh, this is the lady." She walked up to me, my
Back to that.
scenario. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Your scenario.
So bam, now I know that I don't want to get married, but I know that I want to keep her for life partner type joint.
Yeah. How do
Yeah.
you feel about it? What's your view on marriage? Or what's your view on relationships and putting that pressure that maybe I just feel at the age of 30, for me personally, after you get past that particular age, it almost is like inevitable. Like, okay, well, if I'm gonna be with you for so many years, it's like, what's
You
up?
might as well.
What
yeah.
you gonna do?
I mean, let me tell you this. 30's young.
Mm-hmm.
Let me not tell nobody that 30. I mean, we were systematically oppressed to think that 30 was old.
I feel old as hell at all times.
But let me tell you this.
I do. I feel like I gotta make these real life decisions.
But see,
These real shit.
Yeah.
every day is a life decision. If we really look at it, every day is a life decision. So
Right.
every relationship and every bond that you make is a life decision. For me, if I'm gonna deal with somebody for life, I would deal with my baby mom for life. Once again, disclosure. Ideally.
I feel you.
Ideally. Because I know she has my kids. It's already
Set up.
set up. I mean, I know she's smart. She's gonna take care of her business. I'm really the one who's gotta get on my high horse type
Right.
shit. You feel me? So I would do that.
So she wants you to marry her
I mean, she would want me to, yes.
because she wants you to promise something that you can't give her, which is your fidelity.
No, let me tell you this.
He said, no. Go
Let me
ahead.
tell you this. Let me tell you. Disclosure. I can. It's just, do I choose to? And at the end of the day, some days
You do, and some days you don't. Yeah.
but the days that I do, I have to understand that maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't.
I would argue, and I'm not saying anyone's insecure, so don't let her think that. But the fact that we need that as women is so interesting to me. Like, we need somebody to tell us, like, yeah, I'm never gonna fuck anybody else, because that to me,
I mean, it's tough.
it's
Do you
just
think that's all
Because,
it's about, though?
it's just
Yeah,
words.
no, that's what it's about. Because
See, that's the
what-
whole
Yep.
thing. is
They
that
don't
you
want to
make sure you
share
know.
Yep.
penis. They don't want to
Yep.
share penis with no woman. And
Yep.
it sucks.
It's
Oh,
all
no,
it's
because
about.
there's some baddies that be coming knocking at,
I think it's
and I be like, damn, get away from me.
Big C's right though. It's about intimacy and trust.
You
and all
feel
that
me?
shit.
Hey, stop. No,
You
that was a
know.
mock. I know that.
You feel me?
No. MJ thinks it's his dick, but as
No,
usual.
it's not. I'm telling you this. I'm just average. Let me keep it a B. But guess what? It's I give other things.
Right.
My
Personality. You have a great personality. Like, you're so magnetic, you know?
That's what you gotta be.
Yeah.
I gotta be a charmer. You feel me? If you like me, that's your fault, not mine.
Well,
boy.
when
I
you,
hate that, and I love it at the same time. I love it and hate it at the
You
same
feel me?
time.
I didn't get. Let me tell you this. I didn't get like this till junior year. You feel me? So I was already late to the game,
I got you.
bro.
So what was your development then? Talk to me.
Oh man, development
what,
was
what happened? Why junior year? What happened junior year particularly?
well. Particularly, I knew that my brother was on his way out. Like, my brother was like, my brother's light skinned, and he used to get all the women, and it's just like, damn. So I'm just sitting back. I just got a little bit of facial hair. I had the little goatee popping. Waves, early waves. I'm trying to
Early
tell you,
waves.
early waves.
Right.
Before I knew who I was. You feel
Uh-huh.
me?
right.
And then next thing you know, just women just can't start coming out of nowhere. Like, oh, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Oh, you who such and such? I just started just eating that shit up. I should used to get me in so much trouble. I had stole a car to go do some shit. Nigga didn't even
I failed my whole first senior year. My whole first semester senior year, I got all Fs from first period to sixth period because I ditched that much.
Oh my God.
And I had a job, and I was a party promoter, and it was dark. I had no bills. I was just making money with no bills.
Oh
so I
my
was just
God.
blowing it.
Bro, going out.
Every day. I had like 4 pair of Air Force Ones in my car at all time, fresh.
Because you gotta
ready to
be able
go.
to switch.
In high school?
I was dark.
Wow.
It was fun though, because I was out there. I thought that's what you did.
I didn't get like
I had
that till
a fake
senior
Jacobs
year.
watch.
You feel me? You feel? I didn't get like that till senior year. I'm telling you, I was late to the game. Like I was always a cool nigga. Like I always
No,
had
but this
women
is
come
like
up.
my senior year. So I was in the same boat. Like
Yeah.
junior year, senior year is when I got on.
Those are the greatest times.
Man, and then you just came on from there.
And then college, oh man, it was crazy because like already disclosure, but I had 2 girlfriends at the time, but then I was talking to my Woodshead mother of child right now, you feel me?
So 3 girls right now.
No, she was off doing her thing at college. So she was doing her thing at UCR and I was at Graham doing what I was doing. So I had
you went to Graham?
Yeah, I just had
You guys have been
hard.
together that long, huh?
yeah, for a long time.
Wow,
A long
that's
time.
cool. That's cool.
I mean, that's what it comes down to.
and you keep coming back to it. That's awesome. That means so much.
I mean, she's trying to tell you, I see what she's trying to do there.
She's
You feel
great.
me?
I
Let me
love
tell you
Becky.
this.
I
Let me
love
tell you
it.
this. We're in a space where the conversation is, if I go somewhere, she's okay with it.
I love
Disclosure.
that.
You
I
feel
love
me?
that. And that means she's secure and she knows she could leave you at any second, go find any guy. Because that's something I've learned the past couple years. I mean, like,
Yeah, let me tell you this.
I respect that.
yeah. And
Let me
that's,
tell you
respect
this.
that.
Hold on. Let me tell you this. She got a year to heal first. After the baby, you got a whole year to heal. After that, go do whatever you want to do if that's what you want to do. Disclosure.
So this is already
yeah,
been discussed.
I think that's fair though to ask somebody that.
Like
I
be
think
fair,
that's
like,
fair.
Like she be fair with me. Like when I told her that I was gonna go, like, cause I'd be working a lot. So when I say like I'm not gonna come back up the hill, that's to let her know like, yo, just take that Jackson, take our son to my mom or something.
But you guys are just a cohesive unit. That makes
I'm trying, man. We
But
trying.
I think that's honest and like that you have expectations of her. Like don't go anywhere until a year. Like be a good mom, like settle down for a year, you know, and then like just commit to me that you're gonna give me that. I think that's a mature conversation that you had.
Man, I'm trying. You feel?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be. I'm just trying to be the best I can be.
I
but
respect that, man.
But
Yeah.
at the same time, it's real nasty because it's like no matter how good you get in a year,
I gotta tell you something. You have to give her the year too.
all the time.
No. Like you have to.
What you mean?
Like you can't ask for something and not give it back.
So she's basically saying for that year too, you.
I'm not doing nothing.
Really? You're good?
We gonna rock it out. We gonna do what we gotta
Okay.
do.
So you're reciprocating.
Let me tell you this.
And you're gonna try, and if not, you're gonna tell her and you're gonna be honest about it, right?
I'm always honest. All the time.
But are you forthrightly honest? Are you only honest on the question?
I'm only honest when she asks me a question.
That's what I'm saying. If you just were forthright about it, so much more respect you're giving her.
We've already had that conversation, so why do I need to have it again?
But if you cheat,
Once,
like
yo,
hypothetically,
if
you
I
accidentally slip and you cheat, and she
I would tell
doesn't
her.
know, when would you tell her? Before you cheated or after?
I would probably tell her maybe like a week after.
But why wouldn't you tell her before? Like, hey, I gotta go do this. And full respect, I love you, but
that
this
would mean
is
it
just,
would be premeditated cheating.
Yeah,
you said that's not accidental.
And at the end of the day, just like I said at the conference, you can't. Some people can't take certain things, so you don't deliver. I'm not. If you're a confrontational person and you can't take something, I'm not finna come and be abrasive to you with it.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm gonna find a way to tell you that it comes in the right. Like when I told her that I was gonna go stay somewhere, and she was like, "Oh, you're going there?" I said, "Yeah."
Okay.
And then I thought about it. I was like, you know what? Nah.
Okay.
Let's scratch that. Don't even want those problems.
Again, I'm
Man.
arguing something that I'm totally
Go ahead.
gonna regress on my argument because like that happened
No, but
the
that's
other
fine,
day.
though.
That's
That's
fine.
And
good.
I did the exact same thing. Like a couple of days later, I was like, so I slept with this guy, and he was like, oh, okay. Like he's cool with it, you know.
Yeah, but there's certain me. I can't do that. I can't do that. My
You
woman, if you deal with me, you can't. There's no dipping nowhere else. You dip somewhere else,
but
you're
think-
gone.
Interesting.
Okay.
So
You dip somewhere else, you're
you
gone.
could do that and come with if you came, you talked and you apologize and you reformed and you're not,
Yeah, no,
you
my
okay.
woman can't do that. No, I'm sorry. You don't. I don't.
There's
share.
no reciprocating with that.
No, you're gone.
Oh,
Why?
wow.
Why?
So you expect like something more than you can give.
Sometimes I'm selfish, just like I said at
But
the conference.
there's no value in being selfish.
Yes, there is.
Mm-mm.
Yes, there is. You
No.
want to know why? It's because it's about myself. At the end of the
That's
day.
what he
No,
wants.
then you'll never have a full relationship if it's about you.
It
No,
was-
that's not true.
Because if you got to make it about them too.
No, you don't.
hmm Why are you in it?
You
then?
take care of me, I take care of us. That's how it goes. That's how it goes.
What a life. You want like some submissive woman, like some housewife that doesn't have any kind of identity?
No, yeah, she can go have a job. She can go have a bunch of friends, do what she wants to do. I want her to get money, and I'm going to put her on some bread. But at the same time, it's me and then us, because I'm going to make sure we're good. But you got to
It
make
doesn't
sure
sound
I'm
like you're
good.
making sure, like if someone has to give you all of that, why don't you have to give them all of that?
I mean, what would you call giving them all that? Like me saying that if I
Giving
if I,
them all that
if-
would be like when
if-
you're telling her,
No, if I don't-
you can't, I can, if I was to slip up and make a mistake,
You
have
need to take me
forgive
back.
me and take me back.
No, I'm
But
not.
if you,
I'm
but
not
if she
forcing you
did
to take
that,
you
you're not
back.
forcing her, but you're expecting it.
I would hope so.
She should expect that from you. Like if she
Oh, yeah,
slipped
she
up,
can.
is what, but that's what that's
That's
her
what I'm
point.
saying.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying you can't expect that. I'm
Yeah,
not
son.
taking that from you.
So
Nigga, I'm just.
I got you. So you're
just
right. She can
know.
expect
She-
anything.
Guess
You
what?
just know
Oh, you
what
open the
the
door.
Fair enough.
I'll bring the luggage right back to you.
Fair enough.
And I think
Fair
that's
enough.
the point of
think-
what
I think
you
that's
were
actually a
saying.
really good point.
What the
That's
whole thing
fair.
was honesty, though. At least you'll be
We
honest.
can go both
from the
ways.
jump. and
I can't
that's
take
why,
that.
yeah.
I can't take that. I can't take physically knowing that you're going somewhere else and
It's
trying
very
to come back to me.
painful.
No,
It's
it's
like
not painful. It's just like, my nigga, I don't even want you around me. Like,
That's well for me. It's
Like,
painful.
you're
like
getting
when
touched by something else.
Yeah,
Get away
yeah,
from
yeah.
me.
I don't like that. But you know what?
showers don't fix it.
No, it's gross. It like you think too much about it and you get like
It's deep.
I know.
No, I'll start. Let me tell you this. There was one time I was with this girl, and this girl, I thought that she was cheating on me, but I just started dogging her shit out one time. I just started beating it like I would like a little bitch on the street. Like,
Right.
bro, she like, what's going on? What's wrong? She stopped. She's like, what's
Yeah.
wrong with you? I said, oh yeah, I think you cheated. And she was like, oh,
yeah.
and I said, I said, oh yeah, get out of here.
So she was.
Yeah, and I stopped.
That's
I
stupid.
stopped right on the
So
you
I thought
sensed
so this last dude that I like fell completely head over heels for, right?
Right.
He was like, I'm like, why aren't you ever jealous? Like, why don't you care what I do? And I'm like, you don't love me enough. Like, you should love me more than that. You should want me to be like yours alone. And he's like, no, he's like, I love you. He's like, you're my friend. But he's like, I would never want to prevent you from having the experiences that, because I was hoeing around at the beginning of it anyway. So that's a fair point.
You're so
that's
So,
fair.
and so
That's
he had to get
fair.
used to it to be around me, right? Like, I was like, I started sleeping with him and I'm like, fucking a bunch of dudes at the time, like just having
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, see, that's
Right.
You know, and so he had to deal with it, and he was like, "Why would I ever want to stop you from doing the stuff that you enjoy?" You know,
I've had particular situations where I was talking to a girl that was just like hella honest like that.
yeah,
And especially in different points in my life, I dealt with it different ways. Like now, I probably at the point in my life, this is probably the only time I probably could deal with something of that
Yeah.
nature.
hmm
But before that, it was just like, you want to hear that, but you're like, all right, so you want me to be on you then.
How?
But then it's like, if I'm on you, you're going to get another person. You never even met that person.
that's what he
you
said
weren't
to me.
attracted to that
Yeah.
person.
how.
Yeah,
Like you want a whole different human now. Like you want me to now care and do all that shit. You weren't attracted. You kind of liked me in the beginning because I probably wasn't like that.
exactly.
But then you wanted that out of there. That's kind of interesting.
Y'all
I don't
stronger
know.
than me, cause you gotta go.
I mean, but
Gotta go.
But I'm like, I'm a gift.
I mean, if you
Like,
get, I mean,
can I be honest? I have
I
the same
love it.
ego as you do. Like I am when I'm with somebody, they're totally entertained. I'm amazing. Like I'm such a help to people. Like I'm a
That's
gift to be
beautiful.
around.
yeah,
Like I mean, I get really annoyed with people and like I yell a lot. But my controlling and my like disruptiveness is a gift too.
Yeah.
Like some people are just complacent, and I'm not. Like, you know, I think any of us were like the people in our lives are blessed to be around us. And if they don't feel that way, they can go fuck themselves.
Of course.
You know, like
but that's self-love.
Totally.
I think that's one of the main keys that I've learned probably over the past couple years, because just to even be a little transparent, it's just like I was talking to a girl at one point, and then when I was talking to her, I wanted to like actually date her. Like I was like, okay, we should actually date. I want to do this relationship shit. Like, what's up? I already fuck with you. We'll. She basically was like, I probably don't want to talk to you or go that level with you is because I know in the point you are in your life right now, you don't love yourself as much as I know you will love me or fuck with me.
Mm-hmm.
You will start putting and I know that's not of your character.
Right.
Ever. Now you're gonna just be somebody different.
We're not ready
basically,
to fully love somebody.
But how could I love someone if I don't love myself?
Totally.
Period. And I think then that's where it comes with like, if I'm that secure in myself and love myself that much, I probably won't care if my girl, you know, that's your girl. It's like, that's what's weird. I'm trying to understand that point.
I don't know. Do I love myself really a lot? Yeah. And I think I love myself so much that like, yeah, like all these people that I'm with, I'll find another one and I'll love another person. And like, there's
But are you calling it love? Like, it seems like it's just, that's like a free word. Or do you just...
Oh, I love...
Because here's the thing. Never mind, I'll let you... Because here's... All right, hold on. My bad. I had like 3 thoughts. This is weed. My fault.
You take them slow.
My fault. But nah. To bring it back to what you were saying, when you were saying like, oh, Big C, you think this is love or you think this is marriage, is because the example of what I've seen of marriage and love throughout my life was my mom and my dad. They were actually together.
Okay.
And did they had that?
Were they happy?
No, not all the whole time. Of course, just like in every other relationship. But,
why is that our standard?
But my mom never left my dad. My dad did his thing. He did what he did.
That's not a standard to live up to. I would rather be happy. Like, I don't.
But my mom technically is happy. She to the day my father passed away. Rest in peace.
Oh.
To the day he passed away, she stuck with him and was with him. So what can I not say?
But
is that love? Like, I mean, because I've seen some shit where I was like, Mom, you could left. You could have been left.
But there's certain things.
That's love.
No, she
that's
stuck.
Love.
She was there. That was her. And my
but
dad
is that
always
self-love?
That's what we're getting to.
I know. So I'm asking.
I will have to ask her. That's something I might have to ask her, Mom. I don't know. But that's something that's my only example of what I'm saying.
And if I guess maybe ultimately it's an ultimate form of self-love because you're so okay with somebody like doing something that does hurt you and not having to reciprocate it. That's bigger. That's bigger, right?
That makes sense. I get it, man.
It's a little. That's dangerous. That's murky waters because that can make somebody insane or a genius.
Right.
That can make a woman.
Isn't that what?
That can make a woman.
Isn't it a thin line between that and regardless?
Bro, because that can.
I think it can make a woman sad and just kind of like. I don't know.
Take a powerful though. Too.
Very powerful. I mean, I watched Good Girls before she gave it away.
You went what happened?
Good Girls. I watched that show, Good Girls on Netflix.
I never watched Good Girls.
Oh, you should watch it. It's
I've never watched it either.
It's about the
break it down.
It's about the housewives that turn into shout out Tall Glass. No disclosure there. You know disclosure. Okay. But nah, it's just about a bunch of housewives. They want to spice up their lives with by stealing.
Oh shit.
And then the little Mexican guy comes in. And
wow.
They all go, oh! That's when it started going bad for me. But it's a good show for sure. No,
oh my God.
This is not an ad. This is not an ad.
That was a very deep detour.
Yeah, wow. I know. We'll call him up. We'll ask him.
Nah, I'm fucking with you. But but that was really what my whole example of love was. And I feel like that's why I put so much pressure on it, maybe. It's because I kind of will only want that. Because I've only seen that and expressed that. But
unconditional.
I feel like
that's unconditional.
It's like unconditional crazy. But then again, on the flip side, I could say her love with her ex-husband, that's unconditional. Like that's her.
Of course.
Her ex-husband has a standard in a place in her life that not
if she's saying sometimes.
Oh yeah, because I said sometimes, but he really can do whatever he wants. Like I mean, what am I gonna do? Say, oh, you did that, and I'm never gonna talk to you again, and you're never gonna be in my life way you were. Why? I don't want that.
You're a woman.
I know, but I don't want that.
Yeah, but you would say that just to get a spark.
Like, I think women, we put so much stock in that, and then we forget that there's like this whole personality that we vibe with behind like just. I think women are more obsessed with sex than men are because we can't get over that fact.
Yeah, man, because I was just trying to chill.
I
Yeah.
like that you said that because that's the next part I was gonna say because that was a major part in the 90-10 conference was sex.
Of course, because that's a major part of life.
I was gonna say, and one of the questions was, does sex play a major role in relationships?
No.
Well, not for me. I don't really care.
It makes the ultimate role because sex. Okay, so I was telling someone this the other day. Oh, it was my mom. I was telling her this.
I love you and your mom were talking
Bro,
about
they
this.
be going up.
This is a great conversation. I wish me and my mom one day.
My mom has cancer and she's dying.
I'm
well, not
so
dying,
wow.
but you know, like. So I'm like,
Shit, I'm so
I'm
sorry.
like, I'm torturing her because I'm like, Mom, I got to tell you everything before you. Like, I'm like, let's talk about this, and she's like, no,
get
like
it
you're
in. No, that
stressing
makes
me
sense.
out. Like, your viewpoints are way too weird. And I'm like, just hear me out, Mom. And she's like, I'm sick.
Touche. That's the ultimate exit plan out of every conversation. She has that.
Yeah.
Oh,
and I'm like,
wow.
oh yeah, okay. I'm like, all right. But I was telling her, I was like, kids, they go play. So my kids are like, oh, we're gonna play. You know, we're gonna go do our thing. Adults, we have sex. Sex is play. Right? It's fun. It's games. It should be uplifting. We should feel so good after. We should feel relieved.
Right.
Anxiety gone. Like
Right.
it should never bring us a negative feeling because sex is amazing. Like, and it.
Sex should never bring a negative feeling. I don't. Man.
But
How can it be negative? I'm trying to think of a
okay,
Negative after.
women.
After you finish.
Yeah.
like, oh shit.
Like, damn,
So-
I did this.
Fuck.
The reason why we all want you to not fuck anybody else is because we feel a little bit like guilty or like we can't like. For women, it's a little different to like. Well, I don't know. For me, I'm not gonna say women. It's for me.
Sure, that's why you're here. This is your.
When I feel like I have sex with someone, like there's like they have a piece of me. It's a little bit vulnerable,
Well,
you know?
scientifically, I remember my mom explained it kind of to me, and like even down to like even when like even every time I guess it's like some kind of DNA is exchanged at every time you do it. So
where do you think that shit goes? It just doesn't.
DNA.
It
But I'm
doesn't
just saying-
disappear. It's just
But I'm just saying,
sitting
it's like
there.
it's a point. I'm saying even if like it's something exchanged at every time, it's very personal.
yeah.
That's more than just like semen or anything. That's something more like I can't go into because I'm not a fucking nurse or a doctor and I don't know the term.
Right.
And I know my mom hears it. She's gonna be like, "Fuck, you almost made a point. You're right there."
Right.
But still, you get what I'm saying. I understand what you're saying, and
But I'm trying to get over that thought too, because I think it's kind of an antiquated thought, right? And the problem is, let me tell you this. This is I also told my mom this.
I love this.
I'm like, sex, like for women, it's not the same for men. Like,
Why would you say that?
and I said this, I mentioned this, but we didn't really get to touch upon this. A man really has to know a woman's body in order to get her off.
Right.
And that I think is like, a lot of men think they know what they're doing, but
Yeah.
women are out here faking it all the time. And I mean, like, I'm not just saying that, like, you guys hope that's
Y'all
not,
bad.
Yeah,
Y'all
hope,
bad.
You hope that's not the case.
I don't care.
No, I for sure have a lot of homegirls, and I grew up with a house full of women, so
You
care?
I've heard every
You care, Big
story.
Yeah.
You
Huh?
care? I don't
I mean,
care.
honestly,
I
You don't
who
care?
is she?
No,
Oh,
I
Who
don't
how
is
care.
she to
sad.
me? And most times,
If you're not a woman that I want to make you my woman, I'm not giving you the real.
But
I'm just gonna get
a
it in
lot
and
of-
get it out.
but a
that's,
lot of me getting
That's
off,
fair.
just to be transparent, a lot of me getting off is her getting
I know,
off.
you're weird.
It's her.
You only care about yourself.
I just can't. What? That's just me, though.
What a
I can't
surprise.
speak for all
Look,
dudes. I'm just speaking for
I
me.
only care for the woman that I'm truly.
But I have a
dealing
Cancer
with.
moon, you know. I'm like, it's like some deep shit for me. I'm like,
I have a
is that-
Cancer moon too.
See?
I don't know.
And
what-
you're a Cancer.
Wow. See?
I like that shit.
That was rare. We all looked at each other right now like, oh shit, it was real. It just happened. But no, so do you feel that sex is important in a relationship?
Oh yeah, of course. You have to be able to feel
Like how
connected.
important though? Like, cause they were saying like a top 1 to 5
1 to
was
10,
in there.
1 to 10.
1 to 5. See, I like how you try to like
5.
switch it up. You gotta watch. He does podcasts and radio, so you gotta watch MJ. He's great.
About a
Out of 5, 1 to 5. Where do you
about
rate
a
it?
2.5. About
It's
So
actually
it's important, but it's not it's not the
no,
number one
because
thing.
guess what? I can have sex with you and it doesn't fix the fucking problem. It used to fix my
makes it
problems.
worse,
It
yeah,
used to fix my
sometimes.
problems back in the day when I was a horn dog. Oh, just let me smack. Oh, it's okay. You messed up. I thank you for the sex. I appreciate you.
That's
how
not the
it
case no
was.
more.
It's not the case no more. I understand that the problem didn't go away.
You know what my
Yeah.
dad told me? I remember I asked him. My dad didn't really give me a lot of advice when it came to like relationships and love because we really didn't have that close of a relationship. But one of the things he kind of told me was he was like, you'll know you love your wife when you can accept you're not having sex with her. She could probably get in an accident tomorrow. She'll be paralyzed from the day. She can't do nothing like drooling. You'll have to feed her. And you can wake up to her every day and you'll be fine.
Okay, that is so sweet
That's
because
real.
That's what my dad told
That's
me.
real.
Now,
Yeah.
mind you,
That's mind chilling.
disclosure, he still did his shit too. So on the side, I don't know how legal or great.
You know
my
what?
dad was a charmer.
No,
He charmed the hell out of his son and his kids. We were like, all right, that is love. We gonna be just like that.
Because look, I think that it could be
That's
real
funny.
because at the end of the day, you got to be able to deal with whatever comes with that person.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't deal with everything that comes with that person.
So
Sorry.
I think that sex is not that important ultimately. Like it's the friendship and the intimacy. And that
It's the bond you
the
make.
problem is that women, we make it about sex, and that's like what's important. You know,
So
if
you
a-
think women make it about sex?
for sure. Like I just told you, I think that we care more about it than you guys do.
I just don't want you giving
In
my
a
I'm so
sex
glad
away.
you finally said that.
In a
because I've had this
relationship.
debate with
Just
a lot
don't
of
give
women
my
in my
sex
life.
away. That's all I care about. Don't give my sex
sex.
away.
That's
See,
where- that's
the
where you
verbiage.
You feel me? Your
Like-
shit, yo, look, your shit fine, but don't give it to nobody else but me.
Yeah, but
That's
I'm
all
gonna-
I care about. That's all I care about. Don't give it. Yo, look, when you want that, come this way.
But that's the thing is you could feel that way and like for how long then like will that be satisfying for her?
We gonna figure it out.
See, you know, I'm gonna be real, MJ, and this is me speaking on someone who hasn't really been in a lot of relationships. But I live this kind of creed in my life where it's like a confidence, where it's like, I really know I can't control a situation. I'm not God.
I
There's
know.
literally nothing I can do. I could literally be the most greatest dude in the world to this girl, and
she's
she can
gonna
still do something. And the only reason I know that is because in my life, not something I'm proud about, I've messed and talked with girls who had good dudes who were kind of, they were just bad females. Like, fuck it, they're in messed up situations.
I mean, I know.
So I've seen it the other way. So I'm like, I just know there's no way of controlling it. I grew up with a house full of women. Like, I grew up with a house, like, I know what's up with that breed of human
Well, don't let
that
me
we
find
call
out.
women. Like, you can't control that situation.
I think women
Don't let me find
largely
out, or you gone. You
I think-
find out. Ching. There you go.
women tolerate, and like we're not quite happy. Like it's not satisfying us
Because
completely.
women are the strongest people in the
and
world.
exactly,
Yes.
You're
and
supposed
we
to
keep
take
putting
it.
up with shit.
And they're too
You're supposed
But
to.
then-
You're supposed to.
But then we get sick of it and we leave your ass when you're 50 years old and you got to go find some 25-year-old or whatever
I'm with it.
you know you're insecure again.
I'm with it. Guess what? I'm with it. And
But
she's not
that's-
in the
I would be
will.
heartbroken.
But exactly,
I'll be sad if
you
I-
build a life
if I
with
was building
somebody.
a jug for like
Yeah.
a good 30 years with her. Me and her was straight.
she
Yep.
left?
And then like right when like I got retired,
Yep.
the pension came in. All my bread that I'm gonna have for my
She's like,
life
I
is
gotta
there.
go.
Now
You
I
made me
divorce you and I
miserable.
want this much, and boom.
You made
Here we
me
go.
miserable for the last 20 years.
That's why
you
You
go.
cheated
That's-
on me for 20 years.
That's why you signed a prenup that says what you came with on wedding day
Bro,
is what you have.
That's not merit. Then you're not doing it right.
I'm making sure that I'm
You
taking
got an
care
exit
of.
strategy on your marriage. You ain't
Yes.
doing it right.
Yes.
Nope.
Hold on.
No.
So you don't believe in prenups?
She's exactly what Tyler Perry talks about in his movies.
I don't know. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either, but I love it. I don't know why. It was just crazy. No, but you. Oh wait, with that movie with the dude with the thing when he
No,
stole
Sinatra,
all her
yeah.
money. Question: you don't believe in prenups?
I mean, okay, let's talk. Like,
Let's talk.
Who's got the prenup first of all, and what's my offer? I
Yeah.
guess it's a negotiation, right?
No,
Ultimately,
why would I want to negotiate what I want to give you? I don't want to give you anything but my love.
then why do you have to marry me?
Because that's what women want. You feel
No,
me?
we don't. And we're stupid.
Wait, a lot of women do want marriage. You can't say that.
But
If we talk to 10
you
girls
have-
outside right
They
now,
would say I want to get married.
and how many out of them 10? I'm saying 6.
I'm saying at
0.5.
least 9 of them.
Cool, thank you. So there it goes. They all went. So that's a fact in my eyes.
Hey, and I told you I'd get married if it financially benefited me. So
But I don't want to be your financial beneficiary.
then you don't love me.
Because I don't want to give you my
So-
money.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, Biggs. Get out of here, girl.
Why?
Yeah, exactly what my mama told me not to go get. And I go get. You feel me? Oh, my mama.
That's because that bitch would contend with your mom. Because that's a
My mama, who got money? Mama got money. She don't share with me.
Yeah.
At all.
My mom, I don't think my mom good. She was, my mom.
I don't know.
My mom will pay to get me out that prenup. She'll figure it out. We'll go into the big banks. We'll start cashing out shit. Hell no. Prenups, I don't. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't really. This is what I was saying. What I was gonna get, I would.
Thank you.
I don't really care. If she wanted me to sign it,
That's what I'm. But like, if she's,
I wouldn't make no ones. I don't.
Let's say.
So you gonna let?
Who am I talking to?
Let's put a hypothetical in place.
Okay.
Oprah.
Oh,
fuck
whatever
Oprah.
she needs.
Fuck Oprah.
Whatever she needs, because I'm not losing
Oprah.
that bag.
I don't give a fuck
She
about
needs me to
that.
sign a prenup. She needs my mama to sign it, a blood sample.
So
whatever
MJ, why? Because Oprah's not hot.
No, I don't care. Oprah. I don't really.
You know,
I don't
I'm a
really,
little off Oprah.
I'm
You
off
realize-
Oprah right
again.
now, though.
You feel
Low-key,
me? I'm off Oprah. I'll never really fuck
I will
with
give
Oprah
Oprah
anyway.
for
Why
the
not?
strength.
She wants to marry you.
Okay.
Oprah wants to marry you.
I'm gonna be real.
I'm not with her morals.
What?
I'm gonna be real.
She's the nicest person.
No,
Okay.
sounds good.
Becky,
Yeah.
hold on.
Sounds good.
I'm just gonna say this. First off, rest in peace, Kobe. Got the jersey on.
feel
Okay,
me?
okay.
I had to say that. If I was to marry Oprah, it would be clearly to jug the fuck out of her. At this point, I would use all my powers to get
I would
at least
Ozark her.
Yeah.
I would Ozark
It would
her
get
for sure.
dark. I would go to, fuck it, I'm getting
What's
the
wrong?
biggest jug
What
ever.
happened with Oprah?
She fucking, first, all right.
So I'm like, bad
She's
example.
just
No,
talking
no.
ill. She's just talking
No.
ill.
About
man.
Kobe?
Nah, she was talking, the whole thing was, I could break it down real smooth.
Okay.
Her homegirl, Gail King, her best friend, you know Gail, we grew up with her.
Yeah.
Never seen her with a dude ever, but her.
Right.
So
looks like a
that
dude.
girl, she literally interviewed Lisa Leslie and asked asked Lisa Leslie about Kobe Bryant's legacy and like, you know, personal stories.
Okay, okay.
And then somewhere in the interview, it turned to her asking about the rape allegations in 2003.
She brought that back up,
And she
yeah.
brought it back up for no apparent reason.
Yeah, that's the dick
Like,
move.
just brought it up, and Lisa Leslie swagged out the answer, of course. And
Lisa Leslie is a G.
exactly.
She's mean though. Still, don't let her
She
fool
was
you.
diplomatic about it though.
Yeah, she did her thing, and then past all that, it's just been a lot of backlash because not only has Gail King done that, but then like they were behind the Russell Simmons documentary. They always are attacked. They did Bill Cosby, they were behind that. The Michael Jackson documentary, they were behind that.
So-
but they never did the Harvey Weinstein one. Or they're not doing any of the other white constituents in Hollywood or in the music industry. They haven't really explored their story behind rape and allegations.
Right.
They've
Which
only
is-
focused on the African American.
Kobe's is so sad and so, I mean, it's not sad. I mean, he did fuck another girl when, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
but it wasn't, but it was.
Come on.
But he didn't- he
was
didn't-
just fucking a groupie.
Exactly.
Touche.
And this is, I think, actually relevant because I think Kobe's story and Vanessa Bryant is such a beautiful love story.
Vanessa's a gangster.
She's a real one.
She forgave him. Like, of course, he had to give her a big rock. Like, everyone's like, oh, the big
And a
rock.
Lamborghini that was automatic.
Totally.
The first one that I seen. I remember seeing out MTV Cribs.
She is like, oh, I love this song. She is,
Shout out Cast One.
she is, like, okay, that's a real bitch right there.
She is.
Yeah, like
Definitely.
that, you know, like she's down. Like he did what he did. She probably had an understanding. You don't think most of those men have understandings with their women, you know?
It got sloppy. It got crazy. And
Yeah.
she sat down at the press conference with her husband.
Yep.
While he apologized in front of the nation
But she,
about something that privately happened in his personal life.
and then
in front of everybody.
Yeah.
And
still
it
had
took all the
kids.
ridicule for all them years after. And then when he passes away,
but look how disrespectful that is to a woman. Like she is such a strong woman and so beautiful.
She's
and she
taking
had
it.
to sit there and take all that backlash. If you really respect a woman, you won't do that to her. You would never let it come out that you cheated on her.
I mean, I don't think he wanted it to
No,
it was
that
just a
white woman
fluke.
wanted
It
some
was-
money.
She
That
wanted
white
the
girl wanted
dough.
some money.
Do you think that after it, Kobe stopped cheating on her?
Yeah.
You
Or
think so?
I'm going to go with it because he's passed away and I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just going to say yeah.
Yeah, don't speak ill of the dead.
He
Yeah.
lived perfectly afterwards in my eyes.
Saint.
In my eyes, yeah.
Saint
They went
Kobe.
to Disneyland every Saturday and Sunday. And
Did they?
I
As
don't
a
know.
family?
They lived in the OC.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
very possible.
Yeah.
But nah, but that's basically it. That's why. So basically, fuck Oprah. We'll basically take
It's
all
fuck
her money
Lakers
right now.
still, though.
Mhm.
Still fuck Lakers.
Hey, you know what? Hey, man. Hey, man. We always talk about this shit on Twitter. That's what's funny. Side note.
Oh gosh, poor Oprah.
Yeah, Oprah.
Yeah, fuck you.
Hey, man, and the Lakers are still, gonna win the
Suck you.
ship. So we're here.
I'll hope.
I'm gonna have a few final questions I want to ask you guys before we get up out of here. We talked about a lot of great things, especially like with love, self-love. Of course, sex is being another one that's very important. But in 2020, with online dating, with social media, with these new platforms, with everything, does it take to be a successful, healthy relationship? You can title it what you want. And I want to hear both your perspectives on it. So whoever wants to, you want to go with that
start?
first.
I mean, we can flip for it. You feel me? You got a coin?
Go ahead, MJ. You can go, man.
Of course, people would say, oh, patience and communication and sensitivity and all that.
I love your mocking.
I know.
No, it's
jeez.
because all that shit is bullshit. Like, if you really, you gotta, tolerate. That's what I would say, tolerate. You gotta
Why tolerate?
That
because guess
sounds like
what?
a low expectations.
No.
Yeah, that's like, wipe your butt.
No, look.
Right.
No,
Like,
look.
wash your
Don't
hands.
be dirty.
No, cause look. If I'm out making the bread and I'm out doing this and doing that, and it makes me sacrifice time, you got to be able to tolerate that.
Okay.
You got to be able to deal with that. You got to be able to endure that.
Well,
all
I
the
should
time.
say, can we say support?
Support is better, I think,
Support's
because
better than tolerate.
No,
I just hate
because
tolerate.
no, because you can support. Somebody could stop supporting it. When I say tolerate you, when I say I'm
You can
done
stop
tolerating
tolerating
you, I don't
some
fuck
shit.
with
so
you.
what? You're out and she's like, come home, like she misses you and she
Yeah,
wants
I'm at work. I'm sorry.
and
You
she
don't
does she
have to
stay home with the kids?
Yeah, you would have to, or you would have to say, if my son is, hypothetically, if my son is with us, you would have to watch him, or you would take him to my mom's house, or you would go this, but you understand that I gotta go. We might be middle of a birthday, and them niggas say, yo, we gotta come do some interviews, we gotta go do this, we gotta go do that. Hey, yo, I gotta go.
Yeah,
See you
You
okay.
feel
later.
that goes both ways?
Yeah,
Like,
it goes for
what
both
if
parties.
the woman's the one that is actually working?
Oh, yeah, he
and
gotta
doing that,
tolerate
and
it.
he tolerates that.
He has no choice.
Gotcha.
But she shouldn't. I don't know. Like I think a real relationship is like the definition of this is like kindness. Like treating each other with kindness, knowing each other, like understanding that you're like if you go out and you love working, you go work, but also having your own sense of identity that doesn't exist based on the other person. Like love without attachment. Attachment kills everything.
That's deep. That's some real player shit.
Mhm.
You raised around a lot of peas for that. That was some real shit. Love without attachment.
Yeah, like not being unhealthily attached to any aspect of a person.
Well, yeah,
Whether
being
it-
obsessed with anything is.
Well, whether it's money or sex or whatever, you can't be attached to the sex of a person because, like we were talking about, a person could become paralyzed tomorrow and
I'm
can't
still
have sex
sweating.
anymore. Do you still love them?
Sex is probably still fire. They just can't move.
No, I'm saying like,
To keep it a beat.
MJ.
yeah,
They got contraptions for that. You feel me? If I'm gonna stay with you, we for sure. Hey, yo,
Niggas gonna figure that shit out.
I'm
Niggas gonna
telling you,
figure
we're
it
gonna
out.
figure it out.
Nah,
Problem
but
solving.
Really?
I understand what you're saying, honestly. And I just feel like in this climate, though, what you just said is risky as shit. Because, like,
But-
you're saying love without attachment, and then, like, then that means I have to, like, then where's my bearings to know that I can't attach anything. I just have to just love and just
No, it's when you decide that you don't want to do something.
hope it all works out. Like, I can't.
yeah. Because literally, I could walk out of here and I have people that love me, and then I get hit by a bus, and they better not like. I mean, yeah, it's gonna suck, right? But if you're attached to me in an unhealthy way, your life's gonna suck for a while, you know.
Damn.
So, and I'm saying that from this perspective too, because I did some experimenting and I learned that married men are not that committed, just like anybody else, right? Like,
Damn.
Oh, well, we been knew that.
Yeah, I knew that. It's just interesting hearing it from her perspective, though.
yeah, like, I realized that like pretty much, probably I would say, and this is anecdotal, like 85% of married men, no matter what, will cheat on their wives.
See?
Damn. You stand behind that number?
No,
so
but let's do
what is
some
love?
research.
Let's just.
So what is love? That's
So what is it?
You feel me? I don't
What's
know.
the point?
It's to support
what
each
you
other, to
need.
be kind to each other, to understand each other, and then to not be attached but love them.
Some people need that. Some people need
The insecure.
the need. Like let me tell you this. I don't need anything, but I want it. I want to come home to something. I don't need to come home to something. I would love to come home and just fucking play my game and watch sports and do my shit and do whatever I want and have them come in and come out if I want to. But at one point, I'm gonna be like, nah, I just want one to chill.
Yeah.
Or maybe two. I mean, but,
That's what I'm saying.
But,
Oh my God.
you know, one
I
to
love
come.
it.
You feel
Maybe
me?
7.
You fucking
I'm-
Hugh Hefner?
I'm-
What the
Trying-
fuck?
we were talking earlier. I'm like,
Man.
I'm gonna make a cult.
You feel me?
You want a cold? You want
No,
to make a cold
she's
leader?
making a sex cult. You feel me?
That would be deep.
Not really, but
No, not
Hey,
shit.
I watched that.
We can make the Facebook
What was
group.
that shit
you
on
feel me?
Netflix? That cold.
That fucking
It was like 1,000.
the cat shit.
Yeah,
the-
no.
oh,
The
who
don't fuck with cats.
Yeah.
The who don't fuck
No,
with
not
cats.
that one. I'm
that
talking
was
about.
weird.
It was a cult. It was a cult. It was like this Indian dude who started like.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, he started like a whole cult with like thousands and thousands of people, and he was pulling up in like Rolls Royces and shit.
You know what
That's
though
sick.
about cults that wouldn't be attractive to me is like living with people.
Yeah, I don't want to live with that many people.
wouldn't-
I like living with nobody. My kids are the only ones I can tolerate. Like I don't want anybody to live with me. You make a mess.
Gotcha.
Clean it up.
Like I want to watch this. I don't want to eat what you want to eat. Like
As
go
long
do
as
your
you're-
own thing.
As long as you're making what I want to eat, I'm good. You can have whatever you want. Just make what I want, please. I'll go
Sounds
buy it.
wonderful.
I'll go buy it. I'll go buy it. That's real shit.
AJ, I can't wait to just see the responses.
I'm telling you, get you some, bro. I'm telling you, I go home. Look, I cook my own T-bone steak sometimes. Why would I want to come home and my lady wants to eat something? So, oh, okay, you want to eat something? Okay, cook that. But here, cook this, please. And when you're done with it, just put it in the microwave. I'll come get it. You don't got. And if I want you to serve me, I'll ask you.
If your
please serve
woman
me.
likes doing it, then that's her. That's
Oh,
her
even
deal.
if she doesn't like it, what? Stop playing.
MJ, you got to stop being so selfish. You have to make somebody happy, and then you can't expect them to be around for you, regardless of what you
I'm really
do.
nice though.
Of course.
I'm really nice. I'll sit.
But nobody wants to be told to make stuff and not want to make it.
Yeah, that sounds like slavery.
That sounds
What?
horrible.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, terrible.
Nah, it's not
just
slavery. I'm
saying.
fucking with you. You ain't like
No,
hitting her
I
and
mean,
shit.
no,
But
I'm
still.
definitely
Some
not-
women
no, we're
in-
definitely not.
No, it's
Hey.
a non-contact sport.
You're
It's a
feeling
non-contact sport.
When I'm in the mood,
Non-contact.
I love cooking for my man or whoever it is. Right? Like I'm like, okay, let's go. Like this. But if I'm not in the mood or like, I don't know, I just want to be by myself, go
Then-
get yourself takeout. Like
Or
figure
you
it out
or
yourself.
you order it.
No.
Yes.
If I'm in the mood.
No, if you're not in the mood, order it.
But
AJ,
we
it's
don't.
funny because you like make a point and then you go up and then you go right back. Right to
I
it.
know.
I love it every time.
I'm
It's so
telling you.
funny.
Let me look. If we not talking, I need you to order my food. I need you to order me a pizza.
You're just like my ex. This one ex I
That's
had.
fair, because I would order you a pizza if you were mad at me.
And I would do it for him because I loved him so much. And then I was like, what the fuck am I doing all the time?
And that's
I'm
okay,
like,
just as
this
long
is
as
so
you keep
annoying.
doing it.
This dude's fucking other bitches. I'm sitting here ordering DoorDash, and he's like, not offering me anything at this point.
Oh,
and
wait,
then I
wait.
left.
Oh, you were doing the DoorDash and he was smacking it? Oh, he was living.
I know. Well,
That's trash.
He was
But
living.
I
wish I could
did that
live
in
like
college. That was college though. Doesn't count.
like what?
I'm only 30. I mean,
Like, but I was like,
But I've always been sleeping with other people the whole time. So remember that.
oh yeah, but see,
oh,
yeah.
see,
As soon
I
as
always-
I found out you was smacking somebody next, but then I would be like, damn, I know she had this, and this.
I know, and I
might
was
need to
good.
go
I was
back.
really good at ordering DoorDash.
I'm sorry, here, DoorDash.
oh my
I
god.
don't want to have sex here, DoorDash.
Oh my god.
Oh man, I'd be buff if it was what? Okay, so let's talk after this. I'm trying to get on the DoorDash.
Oh my
sister.
god. Hey man, shout out DoorDash. Hopefully we get a sponsorship by y'all. We're gonna throw that out there.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Just kidding,
my God,
guys.
but nah, MJ, Becky, man, this has been. We could be here all day, man. For
I
real,
know.
just
I
talking.
mean, we can. I
This
gotta go do this car shit.
I feel you, man. But is there any final things we y'all like to end it out with? Any final advice? Any final words? I
Go ahead.
I
You
just
can
love
go
y'all.
first.
Final advice.
Final
Final
words,
advice.
final advice, just to end out the show.
I've been thinking a lot about lately is that like monogamy in marriage is kind of a dying principle. like we're evolving as humans, and part of that understanding is like that there is room for more people, and we're complex beings, and we can't just solve all our problems with one personality in our lives. We need a lot of people, and we need a lot of support, and we're like, you know, complex beings with a bunch of different sides to us. We're not just one person.
Right.
You know, like I'm really comfortable around my ex-husband. I'm really challenged by one of my exes. I'm really like emotionally safe with one of my exes, you know? So it's like I get a lot of different things from a lot of different people. And maybe one day I'll be lucky enough to get like one that like really hits the mark on everything.
Right.
Oh, and sexually on another ex. Perfect. Everything's perfect there.
I love you like have everything spread out
I
there.
do.
You love and just
Carp
different
out.
things.
And I love them all for their reasons, and I love them as complete beings, but it's like they kind of satisfy a different piece of my soul, right?
And that's
And
safe.
So, and it is safe. Like I think it's hedging against, you know, being hurt, maybe.
Of course. It's like playing all your money into every field. It's like taking every bet. It's like you can't lose, really.
But
Yeah,
even
I
if
mean,
Until like 3 of them are done and you only have one, now you're only getting this part of your body.
But isn't that cool
taken
that
care
like
of.
I still have one standing? Like whoever wants to go with me to the end or sit at my deathbed or whatever, like whoever's there's there.
Oh, I'm not at nobody's deathbed. I'm sorry. I can't do
You better be.
I can't do death. I'm sorry.
When
I don't do funerals. I don't do none of that. It's all you by yourself. I'll wait till you're in the tombstone to talk
that's
to you.
sad.
It's sad for me too. I lost you.
I
You're
know.
gone. You're taking a forever nap. I gotta deal with you.
But you aren't going to say bye to me?
I am
I'm
gonna
on my
say bye to
deathbed
you.
and you're not going to come say bye? We loved each other once in this life?
FaceTime.
What the hell?
Hey,
You're such a cold man.
no. I'm sensitive. I'm
I'm
sensitive.
Yeah, you are
sensitive.
sensitive,
I'm
but you're
sensitive.
like also
There's certain things that
You're
I.
s-
This is,
you protect yourself.
I'm not trying to be hurt out here. That's not a disclosure.
Disclosure.
It's not one.
Nah,
You feel
but
me?
yeah, no, I understand that. To bring it,
Nah,
I'm
that's-
Bring it
sorry.
back, bring it back.
I feel it.
Nah, because my nigga MJ is funny as shit. I love it. But nah, Becky, I understand that though. Like,
Yeah.
that's something I do want to aspire to continue. But I just feel like that playing that whole field and playing that out, I mean, it can get exhausting after a while. But
So
if
I
it's
saw
working.
this meme and it said my best, it's like a picture of a girl and it's like it's in an advice column or something, and it's like my best friend of 7 years, like a man, won't talk to me because his girlfriend of 2 months, it makes her insecure. And she's like, what the fuck? This is my best friend. This is somebody that I shared a lot with. And who are the people, like our partners are those people to us,
Yeah.
right? Like,
yeah,
so this insecure girl comes in and takes away a piece of somebody's life, and then his life too, that's important to him. There's actually like a lot of room for love in this world. Like if we could just accept that maybe your woman doesn't want to be faithful to you when you're unfaithful to her. Like,
I mean, that would suck.
yeah, you know, like it
But
sucks,
I mean,
and it's
I
like,
would be on to the next.
but that's the thing, you're on to the next. I don't think that's fair. Like,
Why is that not fair?
you have a baby with this woman.
Yeah, so that's automatic. You're done for life on the low.
That sucks. How are you going to raise your kids if that happened? Like, hypothetically, if she
you can
did,
still raise kids. It's just the relationship itself will be done.
you can't raise kids together without a friendship. Then it's just
We're friends.
it's two separate people
We're friends.
raising kids.
We're friends. If she wants sex, we could do it. For sure.
Just anything other than that is out.
Yeah, we're out. Yeah. If I'll help you with the bills and all that. You got my kids, of course.
Okay.
I would
okay.
help. Like I'm literally like not the guy that's gonna just, if I ever leave, this is not take care of her. It doesn't matter if she gets a guy or not. I'm still. Oh, you
Okay.
I got
But
bread.
you just
I'm
said
here. got
you
that
just
shit.
said you're dead to me at that point.
Well,
Like
you are sexually. I'm not. I'm good. I don't talk to
Okay.
me.
Okay.
Don't,
So it's just sexually. You'll
call
still
me
be
at
her
3 a.m.
friend.
Yeah, I'll still hey, from afar. Don't touch me.
You can't raise kids like that.
Yes, you can. I don't need to
So
hug
you think you have to touch your baby
I don't
father
have to
at all
give you a
times? That
hug.
always has to be an option.
Potential to have sex?
Yeah.
No, we don't always have that.
No, because that's what all he's saying. He's saying
No, there's always
I
a
could be with
potential.
you. I could not be with you. I'll still raise our kids, but I'm not gonna ever have sex with you no more.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
that's
how
out.
sex is
Once you
done.
start sleeping around or doing
Then you
anything
took all the
else.
fun out of it.
That whose fault is that? I'm not in here to have your fun. I mean, to have my fun. If
So you don't like if you stopped sleeping with your baby mama, you wouldn't miss her pussy.
I do every day.
Right. So, but if you just go on to the next and find something else, you wouldn't be like, damn, I
that's
miss
not
having
true.
sex with her.
I do that. I say
Exactly.
that all the time. That
So-
doesn't mean I go and have sex with her.
Wait, what?
That's exactly what I said. I don't go and just go have sex with her. If I miss it, I might just damn.
You
I
don't.
do miss
You don't
it.
act on the. You don't.
I don't act on the
feeling.
impulse.
You
I don't act
the
on my impulse. I don't have it. I try not to. It's because it's not fair to her.
Okay.
So at this point, we're trying to
Of
be
course. And
as
you don't.
best as we could be, and we're trying to work to be better.
Okay.
So as in that goes on, I have to respect the boundaries of her parameters. So if that's the case, that's the case.
I respect that.
That's a
no,
choice. Like
and
I
that's
said.
totally fine. And there's an ex that I don't like to have sex with. It's not like something I like to do with him.
Man, talk.
Oh,
Big
my
Cali World out, OnlyFans coming soon.
Oh my God, y'all are crazy, man. But nah, I appreciate both of y'all coming out to the show, though. Honestly, man. And
Just
definitely.
don't love these hoes. That's my final advice. Don't love these hoes.
Yeah, I'm about to say, what's your final
Watch
advice?
out for Becky. Watch out for Becky. You have to be well versed in the brain, and I mean that.
What do you
that.
mean?
Oh, we could talk off air.
Well versed in the brain.
Nah, say it now.
Say it now, please, on air.
Well, because look, the shit that you talking about dealing with, only a crazy man
Or a cold player.
No,
Like a cold one.
no, I don't care if you're cold nothing. I don't care. I'm not up to sharing nothing. If you mind, you mind. If I'm poking you, you mind. The moment I find out something, bro, I don't care.
There's no way to ever control it.
There's no way to ever control
Yes,
that.
it is.
You never know.
You want to know why? You want to know
That's
how?
why
You
it's
know
You'll
a
end
real
up
game.
hurt.
That's why it's a
no,
real
You'll end up
game.
hurt.
You know how to control it? Snip it as soon as you find out.
You're freaking from. That is dark. That is dark.
I'm so serious.
We would not endorse that. That is sick.
No, yo, if your girl is cheating on you, bro, cut it off, bro. They're 3-1 to us. 3-1. It doesn't matter if she's ugly, bro. She probably got a bank account.
This is
Go ahead, get
horrible.
it. She's probably in the hospital
my
or
God.
something. Come on, man. Think.
Oh my God.
Think. Go tall.
MJ.
5'8" and up. 5'8" and up.
Shout out all your Instagram. Shout out your platforms, man. 'Cause
Oh,
we didn't even
man.
get to go into all that, but we
Oh,
gotta come
man.
bring you back on again, and we're gonna just get into some other topics,
We're
political
gonna get
stuff,
into some. Yeah.
sports,
Yeah.
all that. We'll bring it back in, man.
All right, man. You
Shout
know,
out
it's
yourself.
your boy MJ _ himself on all platforms. What we talking about radio, homegrownradio.net, man. Go check it out. New Heat Spotlight, YouTube, man. Check it out. Flight Life Films. Shout out my man Mars. Shout him
out
out.
Mars.
You feel me? Productive Culture, man. Everybody in here, I forgot everybody's at name, so don't be mad. Shout out Cali, you feel me? Shout out the Waves,
appreciate
you feel me? Just Waves coming soon. Do-rags are coming.
You got
We're
the
looking
do-rags on deck?
we're looking at the end of February. Other than that, man, just understand I'm the Champagne Wave, summertime fine, you figure they'll me, let's get it.
I appreciate you, brother, man.
Man.
Becky, you want to shout out anything? Or
Oh, no, I'm not on social media.
She's smart.
I love you. See,
Because I for sure
I
looked
knew
her
it.
up too.
I knew she was see.
I looked her up after the 90-10.
You did?
Couldn't find her.
I couldn't. I didn't want to reach out. And
I
say,
couldn't find her.
I didn't want to reach out and say, "Hey, yo, Sarah, yeah, what's the number?" Because that's where I was at with it. I was like, yo, I need to have a little conversation with this woman.
Yeah,
you feel me?
That's why I'm happy when I got to
good.
bring y'all
Yeah.
back together and we can all
Oh,
talk
man, we
about this
solid.
because it definitely was a healthy conversation. That's what the point of the 90-10 was, is to bring people together and have these conversations. Like, we laugh, we joke, but we're talking about real shit that people go through. But for all your podcast needs, go to productiveculture.com/podcast, and how did you hear about us section, put in Big Cali World. You're going to get that special discount, man. Have your shit sounding good, looking great, and feeling good and feeling great as usual. Go to utblifestyle.shop for all your clothing and accessories. I believe they almost sold out of the fall stuff, so I mean, you might want to hurry up and get that for sure. The Shark hoodies available on tailorgang.com. That UTB Taylor Gang collab. And for this podcast, go to bigcaliworld.com. And you can get this on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. I need you to share this, subscribe, tell a friend, tell your mama, tell your baby mama, tell her best friend, somebody. All
Don't
that.
have sex with them. Don't have sex with them.
Free
man.
love.
Becky, I appreciate you coming out,
Thank
everything, man. And MJ,
You
appreciate
already
you,
know,
brother,
family.
man.
Thank you so
Always,
much. That was fun.
Man. Oh, yeah, I was definitely going to say Cast One, definitely, man. And Cast One, appreciate all the vibes, bro. For sure, it's playing all the slaps.
They're gonna be looking at
and
me.
for all your recording out here, go to Element Recording Studios. You can definitely find them on Instagram. And yeah, it's the man with the plan. I ain't Clark Kent. Some ladies do call me Superman. It's your boy, Big Cali World. Let's go.
the time, extra lit, extra lit, extra lit. Big Cali world all the time, extra lit, extra lit, extra lit. Big Cali world all the time, extra lit, extra lit, extra lit. Big Cali world all the time, extra lit, extra lit, extra lit. Ain't nobody fresh like C, built like bear, nigga strong like tree, strong like Kush, too hype like E. Entourage stick so thick like she. First class bitch, you know all 3 seats. Got the pass like free, talking free like cheap. You gon' cheat, but he bigger than whatever you gon' be. We gon' stack like cheese, that's 100-something G's, nigga. Big Cali world all the time, extra lit, extra lit, extra lit. Big Cali world all the time, extra lit, extra lit, extra lit. Big Cali world all the time, extra lit, extra lit, extra lit. Big Cali world all the time, extra lit, extra lit.